in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Watson on first down. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities. But always making sure no one's holding.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A former Volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Watson operating from the gun. And he will go down sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready. Hey, hold on. Watch the pass. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Stop here, D. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
You're set. 19, 24. I'm coming.
On first down, Watson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. A starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 17, Watson got a man. It's Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Cheers that. 19. 55. You think you want 24? You think
No score after one on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we have the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action. We had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12. The 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
He's coming. Hurry.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 24.
On third down, Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, it's Davidson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Jason Myers on for the field goal.
And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Check, check, check. 24 is down, he's coming. Haley.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, stop your body.
From the red zone now, Watson caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, 55. I'm coming after you.
To the air yet again, Watson. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Mike 54. Yeah. You don't want to know. 54 is Mike.
Watson looks to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down. But now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Watson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. T.J. Watt, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Rip right.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On now is the Titans punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Alert.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
From the 30 on second down, Watson flush to his right. Now he's going to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
45, Mike, 45. Focus, defense. 45 is the Mike. Drop deep. 45.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going to look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
This is it. Eat. We own it. We own it.
On first down, it's Watson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a dump off here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson being chased out left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one caught by Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watch the shit. Let's go. Come on. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 2nd down now, Swift. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He's not going to get me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll drop the throw, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12. On play action, they'll throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They'll look to throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Let's go. Watch the run. They're running, man.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second and 1. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the Titans' 27-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Pittsburgh, a win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.